So in this video, we'll talk about target case sum problem and some of its variation that I have been implementing in my interviews. And this is again one of the most frequent question that was asked to me in across my interview. It was almost close to 70 to 80%. This question was asked. All right, so let's just jump right into it. We can have the first variation as this. So consider this is an input 1236, and from this input we need to return boolean true or false if the element within the list except the maximum element reaches the sum that is equal to the maximum element. So for instance, in this case 1 plus 2 plus 3 reaches 6, and so in this case the output should be true, right? So we begin again. This is part of this. You need to create the subpart of this problem statement. You need to have the sorting algorithm in place. Then after doing the sorting algorithm, what you can do, you can pop out the element. So whatever is the last most element that will get removed from this list, and you just need to then use the sum function, or you can implement an in-house summation algorithm to determine whether this is reaching the k or not, right? So we'll begin. We'll apply firstly the bubble sort. I am skipping the explanation of this bubble sort because this has been I believe this has been already explained to one in one or two videos. So I hope you are aware of this. If not, you can just quickly check that video. It's greater than input list of idx plus 1. Right, we can simply check this. Find rest of element in list reach k 1236. Yes, so in order to like quickly verify whether sorting is happening or not. Oh, just a minute. Yep. Sorry about that. 1236. All right. So here the first part is already done. The second part is simply to use the pop method that is present inside the list that will remove the 6, and then you can use the summation. So I'll use one parent function that combines all of the discussed approach. So let me use an in-house summation. So sum perform sum. This takes sorted input list, right? And this returns some value. We initialize it with 0. We iterate input for input in sorted input list. Digit, let's call this digit for input digit, and we keep on incrementing the sum value by uh, input digit. right? So basically how this loop is functioning, at first iteration we may get 1, then the sum value will be incremented, will be added as 0 plus 1. Then in the second iteration we will get a value as 2, so 1 plus 2 becomes 3, and then in third iteration 3 plus 3 becomes 6, right? We simply return this, and this is quite the same thing that happens when you use the internal function of sum. Yep. So perform sum is done. Now we need to have our main parent function. So let's call this check rest elim reaching k. This takes input list as an argument. This applies bubble sorting. Sorted list is equal to apply bubble sort input list. Right. Now what we need to do, we need to pop things. So sorted list dot pop and max elim is equal to this. So now if we now the maximum element has 6 value, basically 1 2 3 6, 6 was removed from this list, and now this list currently hold 1 2 3, and max element value is 6 already. We simply can do uh, perform some sorted list. I'm using the shorthand notation equal to max sum, max element. 1 2 3 6, that's interchange 3 comma 2, and we call this function input list. Yeah, this is returning true. Now let me change this to, sorry, let me change this to 7. This will return false. Okay.